Welcome back, hippie friends. Chrissy here, bringing you the vibe. So I heard when I was shuffling in sacred space, hi Toby, that it was like don't give up, and then it was let the chips fall where they may. So it feels like an energy of surrender. It feels like an energy of the efforts. Just like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. So that's already like the reading feels like it's going to be spicy. A little bit of a sass, a little bit of a spice to it, a little bit of a like, you know what, I don't even care anymore. So I don't know if that's true. Let's find out. That's how it feels already. So let's start flipping. All right. We got museum with the dirty money in reverse. So this feels like something from your past, as if you were stuck. It feels like this museum card feels like a stillness, which can be read as something like beautiful and serene. That's not the vibe right now. The stillness actually feels stuck. It feels the opposite of when you're in a museum you're enjoying. It feels more like when you're in a museum you're not enjoying, almost kind of like when you were a little kid and you have to be, hands in pockets, don't touch nothing, don't talk too loud, be quiet. And it feels dusty and restrictive and stuck, and you're bored and you don't want to be there, right? So that's what this feels like. The dirty money card in reverse, it feels like something with funds, something with, I almost want to say legalities, as if like your money was tied up. You never meet someone and I'm not judging, I'm not making fun, but the people that they're kind of cash poor, but they always got money on the horizon. They're like, nah, but it's coming in. Nah, I'm about to go to that court date and clean up. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's kind of that energy. But again, this feels like it's rooted in the past. This feels like an energy from the past, something where your money was tied up, you needed to get it, you couldn't get to it, you're always waiting for it, it's supposed to be here and it's not, and feeling very stuck and stuffy, and just, it feels like restriction. It feels like restriction on your spirit and on your finances. But again, this feels rooted past. It feels like where you were, stuck, stale, broke bitch. It's okay, man. Ain't no shame in that game. But that is coming up for a reason. Dare I be so bold as to say the way, because the money felt like it was tied up, or because it was stuck, or because you were in some sort of waiting, it dictated to you like almost how to feel. So you might not have been that broke, but because your fixation was on, oh, it's going to be here soon, it's going to be here soon, it's going to be here soon, it was almost like you were accidentally rooting in lack and you felt stuck. So maybe you were literally stuck. You're like, look, I can't do nothing until that comes in. Or maybe you just felt that way because you were focusing on that. Either way, again, this is for the collective. It's going to pop up a little bit different for each person. It's hard to read like a collective, Let's keep going. All right. So this kind of feels like where you are now. See, now this feels like serene. All right. The bathroom card, it feels like, think about what you do in the bathroom. And I don't mean on the toilet. I mean all the other stuff. You go in there and you prep and you prepare, and it's where maybe you're doing your hair and your makeup, and maybe you're getting dressed in there, you're taking showers in there, you're cleaning in there, right? You're doing cleanup. I know I'm kind of joking. It's kind of weird to talk about toilet behavior, but like we all go, man, everybody poops. And it's like, what is that? It's a releasing of the toxins. So the bathroom is like a space of renewal. It's a space of like turnaround, right? You go in, you release, get rid of the toxins, the bacteria, the stuff you don't need no more, the waste, and then you kind of pull it all together, right? You braid your hair, maybe you brush your bangs, right? You wash your face, whatever. It's like a turnaround. It's something about, and it feels good, it feels serene, it feels calm, it feels happy, it feels like a space of renewal. So this feels like you're stepping in, releasing, getting rid of, and then like, I want to keep wanting to say primping. Why do I want to say primping? The word primp actually might mean something to you. And it's paired with, hold on. Are you kidding me? So it's paired with space, time, and self. Trust in the places that you feel guided towards. But it was in reversal. So they're coming together because it's like, we talked about in the past how you felt restricted, right? Your money was tied up. You felt like you couldn't make a move. You felt like you were stuck in maybe an old life, an old situation, an old environment, like a home you didn't want to be in anymore, an apartment you don't want to be anymore. Like there was something about like you're trying to wait to go, but you got to wait for this to come in, and then you won't feel so restricted. And now it's like you're past that and you're feeling ready to indulge in self, to take better care of self. So the money, it almost feels like maybe it did come in. It's arrived. What you were waiting for has arrived. You're no longer stuck anymore. And it's like now you're going to take that excess money and that excess time that you have, and you're going to reinvest it into yourself. You didn't do that before. That's why it's in reverse. You wouldn't dare actually do that before. You wouldn't dare think to do that. I think that maybe you thought that would be selfish, self-absorbed, indulgent, like just, you don't do, like you were just taught, like you just don't do that. Like if you come into a blessing, a miracle, abundance of some sort, like you share it, right? But you're realizing that by putting it, oh, here we go. Whoo, I feel this in my stomach. You're realizing by putting that time, energy, and finance back into yourself, you're actually able, follow me here, by putting it back into yourself, now you're feeling good, you're feeling 100%. Now that energy is now getting back into the world. It's a ripple effect. So as you take care of yourself, as you fill your cup, as they say, now you're able to help others. So before, by indulging in self and reinvesting that time, that energy, that money back in yourself, by reinvesting it, you no longer think that that's a bad thing or a selfish thing or a self-absorbed thing. Like you're realizing, no, it still benefits the collective. It still benefits your family. It still benefits your friends. It still benefits your career. Does that make sense? It's the turnaround. You're giving yourself permission to release the waste, the toxins, the things that you don't need to carry, and then you're turning around and reinvesting in yourself. Again, primping. You might be doing stuff to literally make yourself look better. Like, even saying that, I hate saying that. Because I'm just like, everybody's beautiful in their own way. Chrissy, put this aside. This ain't about you, bitch. So you might be putting things in, reinvesting in your features, right? Maybe you're indulging in better skincare routines, facials. You might be hitting up the med spas and being like, Doc, I need a little nip and tuck. Whatever, no judgment. Whatever it is that you're doing, buying better clothes, better quality things, right? There's something about that reinvesting, that time and space and money back into yourself. You're realizing that is you're realizing how beneficial that actually is to those you come in contact with, right? Right, let's keep going, but I really need a sip because I really am like a fairly calm individual, but when I do readings, I'm like, because it comes in so fast and I can't slow down. And I'm authentically excited to be here. So that helps too with the energy boost. All right. Here we go. More cards. This feels like going forward. This reading is giving past, present, future vibes if you haven't already noticed. Bridge. You don't say. How about that? Bridge, because you're going forward. Bridge into I'm hearing like into the next chapter, into the next level. My friend says this thing to me and I love it. She goes, new levels, new devils. That's what just came up right now. I could like hear her little voice. New levels, new devils. It's about that. Like it's a new level. The card that comes with it, time. Procrastination, delay, too busy. Holy shit. Things are about to get nuts. things are about to get bananas. There's something about like I see like confetti, pop, confetti, a race very fast. It feels like fast moving energy. It feels like hustle culture, grind culture, busy. But you're good. You're not unhappy. You're not stressed out. You're ready for this. That's it. You're prepared for this. So you were stuck, hidden on a delay. Finances were tied up. Like maybe it might be something in the physical. Obviously, it's something in the physical world. I keep saying like, felt like court legalities, like waiting for that windfall to come in. Like there was something that was tied up that was holding you back. It might also have been spirit, by the way. It might have been your guides being like, wait for it. Not ready, not yet. Okay, now, like it was kind of like that. And then you were like, yeah, let's do this. And you're in the mirror and I see you like getting yourself ready. You feel ready, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. You're fully prepared. Whatever this is, this bridge into the next level, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be fast. It's going to be huge, but you're super duper ready because you realize that you had to take the time to put back into yourself. And now you can. Let's pull one more card. Okay, we're going to pull this feature deck today is going to be the Mermaid Mayhem deck. Mermaid, oh, look, it's changed. Oh, at the bottom. I love that. Mermaid Mayhem deck from the WakeBakeHippie Oracle deck collection. Yes, they are tradable. Collect them all. And all of these are available. Link in bio. You know the drill. You already know. But I got to say it because there might be some people that don't know. And I want people to know. I really do. All right. Maybe. This card feels like doubt. This card feels like self-doubt. Like a little bit of like a lingering insecurity, self-doubt. So it feels like as you're going into the new level and things get really fast and crazy, I'm letting you know the self-doubt's going to come back. So if you're feeling strong, you're feeling ready, you're like, I got this, I primed, I prepared, let's do it, here we go. Strong in my mind, in my body, in my spirit. I was born for this, let's rock. Cool, great, ride that wave, baby, ride that wave. But don't freak out when you have a day or a moment or a week where you're feeling completely overwhelmed and like, can I handle this? Can I really do this? Imposter syndrome's coming up right now. But I'm telling you, we're going to pull one more. I'm telling you that it's all that is. That's all it is just a little bloop, a little card, a little oracle card, a little moment. It's just inside. It's just lingering old stuff. That doesn't mean you are not born for this or that you can't handle this, because you can and you are. But, old patterns die hard, right? Like old thought patterns. It's okay though. You know why it's okay? This is why it's okay. This right here is why it's okay. The Rise card, because that's what's happening. That's exactly what's about to happen. This feels like, it does feel sassy. It does feel spicy. I thought that it would, and my ego really likes when my intuition's right. It's not right 100%, not even close, but it's right a lot, and I really like it. And that's what this feels like. I want to like almost like flip the bird and be like, like there's something edgy, something like I want to get a little bit sassy because it feels like you waited a long time for this. And it feels like you worked really hard. And it feels like you had to put in a lot of patience, a lot of waiting, a lot of blind faith in yourself. I heard delulu. Like you had to believe in your own delusions. Like you were like, am I nuts or is this really what's happening? Like you had this gut instinct. You knew that it was going to come in. You knew it was going to be okay. You knew you were going to like take off. And it was going to be everything you thought it was going to be. But there was so much physical evidence showing you the opposite. And you had to just keep reinvesting in yourself. And now you are with ease, with no apologies, no regret, no guilt, no shame. And you're ready for what the hell is about to pop off. And it's going to be lit. So, yeah, I mean, when those days, those moments of like self-doubt and low self-esteem sneak in there, it's okay. Just be like, my brain's doing that human thing again. There I go, being human again. You know, like just acknowledge it, give yourself some grace, but remember, this is the truth. Okay. All right. Thank you for choosing to vibe here today and be part of the Hippie Vibe Tribe. I love you all. And yeah, link in bio if you need anything from me. Happy to help. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next message.